Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Edge of Kitchen. I'm Kimberly. So today I'm going to make a twist on a comfort food that we all love. I'm going to be making meatloaf that is stuffed with macaroni and cheese. I've never made this before, so come along on this journey with me. This is not my recipe. I'm just making it my own way. While I was exploring on this recipe and deciding if I wanted to do it, I thought of another way to do this one. If you don't want to try the mac and cheese, how about making a meatloaf stuffed with stuffing? Like Thanksgiving stuffing. Wouldn't that be so good? Anyway, we're going to do the macaroni style today, and I think one day I will try one with stuffing. So, I'm going to show you guys the recipe. Here we go. Alright guys, here is all of our materials. So I'm going to start. I have a pound of ground beef. I did not making my own mac and cheese today. I have Bob Evans macaroni and cheese from the freezer aisle. I'm going to put some basic stuff in here. I've got garlic, pepper, seasoning, onion powder, salt and pepper, Italian seasonings, breadcrumbs, ketchup, mustard, and Worcestershire. And I have to go to my fridge because I forgot to grab it, but I'm going to put an egg or two in here for binding. So anyway, here we go, guys. So I'm just going to mix everything in here to start with. And I don't have a recipe for how much seasonings I'm going to put in here. Just make it however you want. And whatever seasonings you want as well. Whatever you think looks good. So again, here's my seasonings. If you think this is too much, make it to your own taste, y'all. I just like a lot of flavor in mine. I'm not going to put too much mustard in here because I don't want it to be overpowering. The same with my Worcestershire. If you put too much Worcestershire, it's going to make your meat very wet and it's going to fall apart. I just do a little bit here for extra flavor. I do the same thing with my burgers. If you haven't tried Worcestershire in your things, do it. And then we're going to put ketchup on the outside as well when we're all finished, but I'm going to do some here as well. Now, this is a brand new bottle of ketchup, so I got to pull that top piece off. I'm just going to do a little bit to mix in with this, and then when I'm done, I'm going to put some on top as well. I've seen recipes where people actually put barbecue sauce in it. I don't know how I would like that. I'm not a big barbecue fan. If you like barbecue, maybe that's something you could try. Just throw in some of these breadcrumbs here as well. I would suggest about a cup of breadcrumbs for each pound of meat, but basically, you're just going to eyeball it. When you get in here with your hands and you mix it all together, if it doesn't feel like it's all binded, if it feels like it's falling apart, go ahead and add some more of these breadcrumbs. But I'm just going to reach in here and grab me an egg real quick, and then I'm going to mix in with my hands. Alrighty, here we go. I'm just going to add in some more of those breadcrumbs. I think it just might need a little bit more. Guys, so as you can see, I've just kind of mashed this meatloaf into a loaf, but I've hollowed out the middle because this is where I'm going to shovel in my macaroni and cheese. And I did leave some meat over on the side for me to make a like a blanket, I guess, or lid to put over this. So I'm just going to shovel in this macaroni and cheese. You guys can literally use whatever mac and cheese you like here. I went with the cheap and easy. I got this mac and cheese for $2 and some change. Sometimes it's more expensive to make your own mac and cheese than it is to just buy it. So I go cheap if I can. If I'm really feeling like it, I'll make mac and cheese. But that's few in between. I will buy it if I can. Anyway, so now I got that covered, so I'm going to go ahead and take my meat that I have left and try to make a cover for this. And I don't know if I have enough meat here to cover this, so I definitely don't. So I'm just going to have to like make it work. Remember guys, I've never done this before, never made a stuffed meatloaf. So we're just going to try. And I will not be surprised if when I get done with this, if some of the macaroni and cheese isn't coming out the side. That will not surprise me one bit. So now I know for next time, if I like this dish, I'll make it again. Save more meat. Because I'm struggling here to find enough meat to cover the sides, or the top. So close. So close. Alright, I think I got enough here to go ahead and cover what I have left. So now that I got everything covered, I'm just going to go through with my hands and make sure everything is patted and sealed into so that this macaroni and cheese does not come out. Which I have a feeling it might. But bear with me guys, never done this before. I made this for y'all. I wanted something y'all haven't seen before. I was hoping you haven't seen this one before. I know I haven't. Anyway, I think we're all in there. I think it's where it needs to be. So I'm going to go wash my hands real fast and then we're going to put our top layer over this. So I'm back, I've washed my hands, so I'm getting ready to do that top layer for my meatloaf. And something I forgot to do earlier is preset my oven. So I just did that. I preset the oven to 400 and I'm probably going to have to wait a minute before I throw this in there. But I just want to show you guys, I like a little more than just ketchup on top of my meatloaf, so I'm going to make a mixture to throw on top of here. Obviously it's going to be quite a bit of ketchup. I want it to be a majority of ketchup. So I'm just going to throw in some of the same flavors we've already started with to throw on top. So just some mustard, not too much, just a little bit, and some of that Worcestershire. Alright, and then I'm going to mix that all together. And that's going to go on top of this meatloaf. One thing I thought about trying here, some brown sugar. I think that'd be pretty good on top of here. But I think I'll leave that off for this time since I'm not the only one eating this. I actually have some people coming over that's going to try this. And I want to keep it to what I know works for them. Anyway, so here's the mixture. This is what I'm going to pour on top of my meatloaf here. And I have a pretty big loaf here, so I may have to make some more. But I don't know. We'll play it by ear. No, I think this is enough. Want to get it over all your corners here. Alright, so I'm going to let my oven finish up, and I'm just going to let this sit for a few minutes while my oven's heating up, and I'm going to clean my mess up, and I will come back when I have a finished product for you guys. I just wanted to show you all the finished project here, and it did fall apart on me because when I lifted my pan up, it kind of went down in the middle. That's what I get for using a cheap pan. But anyway, this was all together, so I was worried earlier that it was too wet and it would fall apart. Well, it did not. Anyway, you can see already from the middle, I've got that ooey gooey mac and cheese coming out, and some good, oh, I almost cussed, let me not say that. Some good old hamburger meatloaf. Very juicy. That's all that toppings that's on the side. Anyway, guys, we're going to cut into this. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.